I think I'm getting land sick. I haven't caught a fish in 2 days. It feels like I'm falling apart.
Could you please describe what you see in the following images for me?
That's a snapper.
And this?
That's a bass. Looks like a can of ADOS. That's a kawai. That's a Mercury Verado. It looks like a Stabicraft 2400.
Okay, Nikki, try this ADOS adhesive. This will help you hold it all together.
ADOS, proud sponsors of ADOS Addicted to Fishing.
I'm Nikki Sinden, and since I could hold a handline, I have been addicted to fishing. Whether it's straight-lining for snapper, jigging for kingfish, dropping deep for harpooker, or jumping in and going spearfishing, I love it all. Join me each week as I road trip around the country, travelling to both New Zealand's most iconic fishing destinations and stepping off the beaten track to show just how good Kiwi fishing really is. Whether it's a girls' trip, fishing with a local, or riding solo, I am on a constant quest to satisfy my insatiable fishing addiction. Hey, I'm Nikki from ADOS Addicted to Fishing. I'm here in the sunshine capital of New Zealand in the middle of summer, the beautiful Marlborough region. I've been busy exploring the coastlines and the rivers. It's safe to say that I've fallen in love with this place. Lots of fly fishermen travel around the world in search of opportunities to catch big wild trout. We are lucky enough to have that in our own backyard. So when I travelled down to the stunning Marlborough region in the South Island, I was told that I wasn't allowed to leave without exploring the rivers and landing a trout. Hey mate.
Hi Nikki, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You ready for a day's fishing?
I am indeed. I'm very much looking forward to this.
Awesome.
So we're here at the Pelorus River in the South Island in the Marlborough Sounds. And what kind of fish can we expect to catch today? Rainbow trout, brown trout?
Both. Yeah, this river's stocked with both rainbow and brown trout.
Ooh.
So here's hoping. The river's been up, it's been in flood, so it's just coming down. So hopefully we might find a few, or at least have a good go anyway and see if we can catch one or two.
Now I have to tell you something. I haven't had a lot of experience with fly fishing or a lot of experience with freshwater fishing, so I may need a few lessons.
Oh, I'll give you a few lessons. It might take an hour or two to get you going, but we'll see how we go.
Well,
Yep.
we're dedicated. We're addicted, as some might say, so I'm pretty keen to learn.
Well, it's very addictive. Once you start and you realise it's actually quite a challenge,
Yeah.
I think you'll probably find that you'll want to do a bit more of it.
Okay. Challenge accepted. Now, I heard we went into one of the local tackle stores down here yesterday. I was doing a bit of research on this guy.
All right.
And one of the guys in the store said, mate, fish just look at Steve and they commit suicide. So I think we might be here with the right guy. So I've actually secretly been really looking forward to today.
All right, it might be a bit of an over-exaggeration, but we'll see.
I don't know. Time will tell. Time will tell. Right, let's get into it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is looking really good, eh?
Nice and
It's
clear.
a wee bit big. You can see the old water flow mark. So
Yeah.
It's up about 1.5 feet.
Right, so on the setup, just to let the viewers at home know, there is a leader that goes from thick to thin, which is then tied to a tippet, which is like a secondary leader that's very light. So we're using 4 pound today,
4
aren't we?
pound, yep. Yeah. But I might put you on 6 pound. I'll put you on a slightly different setup because you're going to be using a streamer, which matches the bait fish.
So what's the difference between a streamer and, say, the cicada-looking one?
Well,
I mean,
cicada,
I can hear a lot of cicadas, so...
Yeah, well, the cicada sits on the surface. So basically, if you get a bit of wind, quite often the cicadas will fall in the water. Trout, opportunistic feeders.
Yeah.
They'll grab it. So it's a surface fly, but the streamer is an underwater fly. So you basically just cast it out. It's a little bit like blind fishing. Just cast it out and just start working the fly. So you
So start
strip it.
feeding it out.
Yeah, you strip it in. So you cast it out and then you strip it in, and it acts like a little bait fish.
So hook up. Obviously keep your line tight to keep
Keep
the
your line
hook.
tight. Yep, and these reels, you just got to be careful with these reels, not like a saltwater reel where you can wind and the line can go out at the same time. You've got to take your hand off. They're a fixed arbor reel, so what happens is if you're playing a fish and the line's going out, you don't want to be touching the reel.
You want to let it go.
Yep, the drag's all set on it, so it's ready to go. So if you feel it starting to pull, you just let it all go. Yep.
Right, so we're gonna get set up and I'm gonna start practicing.
Cool. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So lift it up and just sort of have a rhythm going. See that? It's very short, about 10 to about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, and just have it going nice and smooth.
Okay.
All right, so you can see me pausing just momentarily at each end, so that gives the line to come back and forward. Don't be afraid to really sort of get it working. So it's a bit of a rhythm to it. It's all about, it's a bit like golf. You know, you get the timing right, you can do a good shot. That's good.
And then, so I keep holding it?
No, once you, that's just for stripping. So, what, sounds a bit odd, doesn't it? Yeah, just that momentary pause on your back cast.
Okay, and then strip a bit more out, or is that actually?
Yep, that's it. So now hook it under your finger and strip from that point. And basically, in keeping your rod pointed, just so you point it at the fly and then just start stripping it in. That's it. You can see the fly out there looking real good.
Yeah.
So eventually, after plenty, but it does take a lot of practice. You can get that cast a bit further out and to where the fish are, and more in the strike zone.
Good fly casting is something that needs to be learnt and refined. Because I've been casting bait since I was a little girl, it took me a while to get out of that habit. But once I got the hang of it, I knew that this would be one of my favourite styles of fishing.
That's good. Keep that rhythm going.
Stay tuned to see if my new skill can land our target species. This week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we're in the stunning Marlborough region of the South Island, and I'm trying my hand at fly fishing for trout.
Fly fishing is a bit like golf. It's you need a lot of timing and technique. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of practice. I still remember the day I caught my first trout. I was absolutely hooked on fly fishing, and every spare minute, after school, weekends, I'd be out trying to get more and more.
We've got a lot of viewers that probably are going to want to try this for the first time after they've seen this episode. So what advice would you give to someone who has a lake or a river down the road? What are the signs, what are the things that you'd look for?
Well, the best thing to do if you want to start is to pop into your local
Smart Marine.
fishing, Smart Marine, and find out what they have in the way of beginner fly rods and reels.
Yeah.
And get some advice from someone in the local area that knows the waterways.
It's interesting because with ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we do all different types of fishing and target fish in all different ways, but the one key thing that is always the same no matter what episode we're doing and what style of fishing we're doing is that you've got to persevere.
That's right, right. And I tell you what, you catch that first fish, you are addicted. Seriously, I was.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out in the river every day after that, you know. And I just learnt the way to fish and use dry flies and nymphs. I used to read a lot of books.
Yeah.
There's another good way actually is to read a lot of books and just get out in the river and give it a go.
Salt stings my eyes as it takes my energy. Frustration leaves my body like it had a better.
First cast of the day. First cast of the day and he is on.
There we go. Just about fell over. You've got to keep your line tight, that's why I'm racing backwards, because the reel, it's a fixed reel and sometimes you can't line quick enough. What I might do is probably just beach it, because it's actually quite shallow.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to actually scoop underneath when it's shallow.
Okay.
So, but you can just sort of walk out and just pop the net over top of them, or
Okay.
pretty Just do it fairly gently,
Okay.
but we'll be good. It's fighting hard like a rainbow. The browns tend to be a little bit more sluggish, but you just never know. But I'm picking it's a brown. It's a good fighting brown.
So you're taking it nice and easy because you've got such light.
Yeah, I've only got a 4 pound tippet, so.
Yeah.
This
4 pounds.
This fish might be around 3 pounds, but you still take it easy. Even a 2 pounder could snap you off. And see, I'm not touching the reel at all.
Yeah.
So I fixed arbor reel, so you only wind when you need to. What a beautiful spot.
Right behind you with the net, buddy.
Yeah.
This guy, eh? First cast.
Right, it's coming in. What do we got here? That might be it. It's a rainbow.
Rainbow! Yes!
There we go. Look at that. That's why it was jumping a lot. I'll just swing it around this side. Just coming through the weed. That's quite a nice rainbow, actually. There you go.
With my hand.
Lovely. Oh wow, there you go. That's on the dry fly. Yeah, it's a nice one.
Cast.
Probably about 2.5 pound rainbow. Yeah. We haven't caught a rainbow in here for a few years, mostly brown, so it's actually quite nice to get a rainbow. Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, I can't wait to start practicing. If it's easy like that.
Yeah.
Just getting them wet and putting them back in the water to oxygenate them.
Just keep the water, keeps them happy. You see the red thing there? Obviously he's been eating some big things like perhaps cicadas or
mice.
Yeah, sometimes the bigger browns will get this sort of a red area around their back end.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a sign that they've been eating mice or bigger food objects. Just makes them a bit sore there. Okay. Yeah, they've got quite sharp teeth. Browns have bigger and actually have teeth on their tongue.
Yeah, they do have.
Quite sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Let him go. Just anywhere here would be good. Usually they swim off pretty well, eh? There he goes. He's happy.
One down.
Well done.
Well done, mate. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Tackle tips and tactics, brought to you by Smart Marine. So if you're anything like me and you have a lot of tackle and you like to take it with you everywhere that you go whenever you go on your fishing missions, you need one of these. Now this is for large capacities and this is a fisherman's favourite tackle box. Now reason being is that you can fit all 4 trays in the bottom. Then you can fit heaps of your trace, any extra reels that you want to bring with you, anything else in there. And then I like to put all my tools and all my extra bits and pieces on the side. You've got another pocket here. Best thing about this tackle box, it's actually a backpack. So you can take it on your trout fishing missions, on your land-based missions. You can take it everywhere with you. For all your fishing needs, head on down to your local Smart Marine store. After the break, I hook up to a stroppy trout. But can I land it? We're down in Marlborough, the sunshine capital of New Zealand. I'm fly fishing with Steve Greeny and I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Yeah, I've been fishing since I was probably about 6 or 7. My parents would take me down to the local wharf and I'd just be catching herrings and spotties and things like that and just was so enthralled with it. I really enjoy fishing the Marlborough region. I've done over 20 years of guiding work at different lodges and a lot of it was heli fishing into the backcountry, into the Karamea and the Mokanui areas. These days I spend a lot of time fishing with my wife and 2 children. We live next to the river nearby and my son Liam really loves his fishing and he's caught three trout on his little spinner rod and yeah, he's doing really well. He's quite a nice fish.
Walking the dog.
Yep, walking the dog, that's exactly it. And just slowly ease him into the shallows. And quite often they'll go berserk in the shallows, but that's fine. And as he comes in like that, you can sort of pull him a little harder, but not too much harder. just sort of guiding him. That's it. If I tried to net him now, he'd just take off. Yep, keep going. Just pull him right up. That's it. Keep going, Nikki. Keep going. Keep going, Nikki. Well done. Nice big brown. That's a combo. Well done.
That was awesome.
There you go. A nice big brown. Probably 4.5 pounds.
So Steve actually hooked this one and I wound it in so I can get a bit of practice. So the next fish, I'm going to do all on my own.
Yep. And there's the flies already out. So as soon as you landed it, quite often you relax the thing, and that's what we got them on. The tiniest.
So this was actually a combo. We did this one together. More Steve than me, if you ask me. But Steve just cast just underneath the willow trees there, and then he hooked this one, and I played it and brought it in so I could have a bit of practice, because the next one I'm going to do all on my own. Now we caught it on this tiny little fly.
It's just a little pheasant tail. It's size 16, so it's pretty small.
It's tiny gear. It's very light gear that we're using. Whee! So how do you know if these trout are male or female?
Oh, just on the jaw. If you look at the jaw, there's a tiny little bump. Sometimes the jack, it'll get quite pronounced. A little bump on the end of the jaw, and it tells us it's a jack, a male fish. If you don't have that little bump there, then it's a hen fish.
A jack and a hen.
Well done. There he goes. He's absolutely fine. Look at that.
What do you reckon, Steve? I mean, we've got a bit of cloud cover now, so it's kind of, the glare on the water's making it quite hard to spot the fish.
That's right. It's got really cloudy and it's really windy as well, so spotting the fish makes it doubly difficult with the cloud cover. We really need the sun. So
we can actually see what we're targeting.
So what we're best to do is to perhaps move to a smaller stream. So sight fishing's a wee bit easier in a smaller stream.
Rather than blind casting.
Yeah.
So
I
feel like I've just got my casting done right.
Your casting's really good, eh? I'm impressed. So yeah, we just need to find some fish.
We need to find some fish that we can actually see so that we can throw something at them.
Yes, without the wind. So how about we go and try another stream?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
What about underneath that willow?
Yeah, I reckon that'd be a good spot. That's it, Nikki. Just watch the indicator.
Yeah.
Yep, watch it, watch it. Yep, strike. That's it. Good girl. Well done.
Oh. Should I just let it go?
Yeah, let it run. Follow it down. Side strain down to the side, to the left. Side strain your rod. That's it.
Oh, he's peeling me.
Yeah, peeling, you're all right. Just take your time, that's it. Walk down slowly. Okay, stop there. That's it, Nikki. See how you come up to the surface like that? That's what we want them when we go to net them, okay? So a wee bit more, just a gentle bit more pressure. Well done.
This is happening, this is my fish.
That's all right. Take your time. Now side strain a little bit, so bringing your rod over towards me a bit, Nikki. That's it. See how you turned?
Yeah.
So keep your rod this way, towards me. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all right.
4-pound trace, so I'm being
That's all
really
right.
careful.
Yeah, come down actually. We might be able to beach him down here. A bit worried about that. Don't wind the indicator through the thing, that's all. That's it, like that. Up.
Yes!
Baby! Well done, look at that.
Finally got it!
That's a mega rainbow.
There's a mega rainbow.
That is superb. Look at that.
That is amazing! And I feel like I've learnt so much today, because I've gone from not knowing pretty much anything about fly fishing to being really terrible at my casting to persevering.
And got better and better.
And now I got a rainbow trout.
Shall we weigh it and see how big he is? I reckon he'd be getting close to 5 pounds.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you want
I've got
to hold it? Just hold it on the end there. It's got a little scale on the
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yeah.
can I give you that? Out of the water?
Yep. So we got 4 3/4. So just under.
Woo! Stunning fish. Woohoo!
Well done, Nikki.
Thank you.
That's the fish of the day, that one. Well done.
I think I'm going to be smiling from ear to ear for a while. I actually reckon it's easier to catch swordfish than it is trout sometimes, to be honest. Woo! Alright.
Yeah,
Right, well he wants to get going, so
Yeah.
I think we better put him back, but that definitely marks the end of a
fantastic day.
fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in to ADOS Addicted to Fishing. We'll see you next week. Let's put this one back.
Till we found magic beneath the veil of time, and knew it had only just begun, just begun. Now that winter's past.
Gear, Care and Catch, brought to you by Trade Zone. So you know when you clean your bait runner or any of your fishing reels and you really scrub and you get into all the little nooks and crannies, but you can't quite just get that last little bit of sand or dust or something like that. Now, our mates over at CRC have a solution for people like us. CRC Dustbuster. It safely blows out all the little bits and pieces. Now, it says here on the can that we can also use it in your car. So in all those little sort of hard to reach places. You can also use it in places like your keyboard at home. You know, you really want to get in there. It even says here that you can use it on your aeroplane. So if you're 1 in a million and you actually have your own aeroplane, you can use it in there too. For all your engineering needs, head in store or order online at www.tradezone.co.nz. Check out the ADOS Addicted to Fishing YouTube channel to catch all of our previous episodes. And don't forget to head over to our Facebook page for competitions, news, reviews and updates. ADOS Addicted to Fishing adventures in confidence in our Stabbycraft, which is powered by our Mercury Marine, and we tow it around with our Ford Ranger. Smart Marines supply us with our Shimano tackle, and we find the best fishing spots with our Furuno. We cook our catch thanks to barbecues and more, and clean up using Bosch hot water products, supplied by our local Chester's Plumbing store. We're reaching new heights with total access. We keep up to date with New Zealand Fishing News magazine, and it all sticks together thanks to ADOS.